Artist Mel Chin is a storyteller who uses visual images rather than words to impel, to involve, to teach. His stories are powerful, layered with images and information and history. It is art with an impact.
The work seems to be quite provocative, and it gives you some room to think and to reflect on quite a wide range of issues.
Has got a lot of tension in the work that really makes you zero in on what counts in the picture. They're minimalist pictures if you really look at them. He's dropped everything out that's not needed, and it focuses in your eye, just cues right in to the main theme in the pieces.
I'd seen his work in New York, and we are so fortunate to get this here in Irving. It's a coup for the whole Metroplex.
The internationally acclaimed artist and teacher visited Irving for a reception honoring his exhibit, Inescapable Histories. The exhibit is a retrospective of his work over the past 15 years. The work is compelling and thought-provoking. Chin believes that it's his responsibility as an artist to create work that challenges his viewers.
To have that which will allow for opinions and ideas to be expressed and then discovered is what your language can be formed on, and your opinions can be shaped from there, you know. And because it's almost like so important for this issue of survival to have a diversity. In the real world, you need all the bugs and you need all the birds and you need all that. We know that, or life ceases to exist. Ideas, to me, are living things.
And as living things, ideas must grow. Chin took the opportunity to grow some ideas with a group of young artists participating in a kids' art sculpture class. He talked about his work with them, and in turn, they shared work they had created with him. He plans to use the portraits they drew of him in future press information.
I felt that I would like to share, give them credit for that amazing spark of imagination, because I think that does propel ideas, and I'm inspired by that, actually. So I learned a tremendous amount. I had all my own preconceived notions of what it might be, and when I looked at it, I thought it was very cool. It was awesome.
Museum bought this. Dispense, distribute was among the pieces he shared with the kids.
And we cut 30 American flags up in 30 sections. And we dipped them all in junk food spices. There's ramen oriental, there's French onion, there's mesquite, there's soul food, there's all these flavors,
Homie So 9 is one of the pieces in the exhibit that tells a most revealing story.
It's a Glock 9mm handgun that has been totally reformed on the inside. If you're going to make a piece about guns, if you make gun art, then you can make maybe something on the surface, superficial, but that's not enough for me to counteract what guns are about in our culture. They've become such a destructive force, and especially like a Glock 9mm. I'm stuck on your block with my Glock, ready to shoot any imitator that I spot. That's in Snoop Dogg's album. So here I am thinking about what that means. And then the process goes into saying, it's almost, again, when I talk about the unexamined life not worth living, it is the internal examination. That sometimes you can't just change overnight and be accepted by your community. Sometimes the change must be covert on the inside, and you can start there.
So Chin completely gutted the gun and entirely replaced the machinery inside. As these preliminary sketches reveal, he transformed a life taker into a life saver.
All the internal parts have been machined out. The firing pin is all the space I could carve, as much space out of this gun, and is replaced with a complete emergency kit with epinephrine for blood pressure drop, with an auto injector, ace bandage for wrapping a wound, a tightly compact one, synthetic painkiller, oxycodone hydrochloride, a saline bag in the magazine, and a wireless transmitter that turns on FM 100 so you can call out as you take the gun apart, and a 14-gauge angiocath, and that's just a special needle for pneumothoracic shock. Most people die very quickly if they don't have a tool like that, if they're shot by a gun. So here, the whole gun has been reformed on a real level, with just like instead of bullets, all these possible tools for saving a life.
Chin hopes that the lesson he implies in the piece is especially instructive to younger audiences.
The image of the gun is so visually provocative in our society. It is just overwhelming. And maybe it's about our own image of ourselves. And that the internal stuff is what counts, what's in your head and your beliefs. And that it is very difficult to be different from all of your friends and things around you. But that is what is most powerful and transformative.
This is Kathy Whiteman reporting.